What happened to Eminem?
I can make orange rhyme with banana. Or nana.
Now I'm in this weird thing because I'm like, I gotta answer this mother. And every time I do that, it makes that person as irrelevant as people say I am in hip hop. Yeah. I make them bigger by getting into this thing where I'm like, I want to destroy him, but I also don't want to make him bigger.
At the crib playing Fortnite with your grandma. That's how I know that I'm in the studio with the doggy.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's all I got till I come up with a solid.
If you were to ask me 10 years ago who the most influential musician on the planet is, I would say Eminem. Not only did every single one of his albums sell amazingly, but he bridged the gap between pop music and rap music, which gave rap music a more general appeal to the public. Rap music would be not at all as mainstream as is today if it wasn't for Eminem's contributions. Whether it's the Slim Shady LP, or maybe the Marshall Mathers LP, or even the Eminem Show, my personal favorite, these albums represent the best of what was released in the 2000s period. And not just in the genre of rap, all music. But that was in the past. I don't know if you've been seeing what Eminem's been doing recently. I don't know whether it's...
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
That, or he's picking fights with people half his age. Personally, I do really think that Eminem won that beef, but like, come on, what do you have to prove, Em? You're like the GOAT. You've already made your money, you've already released your albums, you are already supplanted as a great rapper. It's like, why do you need to talk to this guy? And that really got me thinking about why Eminem was great in the first place. And the best way I think you could summarize that is that he was playing chess when everyone else was playing checkers. He divorced himself from the predominant gangster rap style of the 90s, embodied so well by people like Dr. Dre or Ice Cube or even Snoop Dogg, and set his sights on talking about the general culture of America as a whole. And that allowed him to net a way bigger audience. And it's not like he never talked about the, quote, gangster culture. He just did it in a very personal way that seemed to resonate more with people. Take a song like Guilty Conscience, for example. The song is about people committing criminal acts. But not only that, it's about the inner battle with their conscience they have before they do it, which is way more interesting than just the fact that they committed a crime.
He has a sudden change of heart, and suddenly his conscience comes into play.
If you compare Eminem then to Eminem now, he's fallen so hard. It's insanity. The best way I've heard anyone describe it is old man raps at clouds. Whether it's him starting fights with younger rappers, taking part in some of the cringiest freestyling I've ever seen. Just a little strange thing I wanted to talk about regarding this freestyle. Who are the people in the background? In the beginning of the video, he just walks out in front of them, and then they just stand there and don't say anything. Like, sometimes they cut to their reactions of their face, but it's like, who are these people? Why do they all look younger than he is? What is this? Like, way to use real human beings as a prop in your video. It looks weird. It feels weird. Like, I know they're supposed to be your hype squad, but if they weren't there, the video would be the exact same. It's not like they're reacting in a way that brings the energy of the video up or, makes it fun and cool. Sorry for the little tangent, I just saw that in editing and thought it was weird. Or releasing music that just feels profoundly negative. Almost like he's saying, screw you for even listening. And you might say, Sean, Eminem was really negative when he made his earlier music. No, he was angsty. There's a big difference. I would say a band like Nirvana is angsty. Or 9 Inch Nails is angsty. It's very associated with that teen to early 20s type of feeling, where you don't feel like you have any control over your life, your circumstances, or the bigger world around you, and you got an axe to grind because of that. But once you start pushing a certain age, and I would say it's around 35 to 40, angsty turns into that negative asshole guy real dang quick. Like, Eminem has all the agency that he could possibly need in his life. He's a multi-millionaire, he's a well-respected rapper, and he's made his impression on music that he set out to make. Eminem has outgrown his own angst. It's like going to see a musician who's 70 who made really angsty music in his 20s, and he's still singing the same songs. It really just feels like a lack of evolution. It also really doesn't help that his newer music is way more targeted at the rap game instead of the general culture, because now it just feels like he's yelling at people for liking other rappers than him. It's like, come on. Like, do you really need to put your midlife crisis in album form? You are a great rapper. I don't know who you are trying to prove yourself to. The people who don't like you are not going to start just liking you because you scream at them in a song. So instead of making songs for your haters, Why don't you make songs for your actual fans? Which there are a lot of, by the way. I love Eminem. He's my favorite rapper of all time. But if he continues down the road he's going, he really will become the irrelevant rapper that he fears he is currently. Because how it seems to be going now is that he's just pushing away all of the people who actually like his music in favor of addressing all this weird, stupid rap game drama and addressing your, quote, haters. Like, people want to see you succeed, man, but if you continue down the road that you're going, you're just gonna keep falling more and more out of touch, and that's a real shame. Green one's my favorite, though. Really, get a shout out to the green one.